Welcome back, everybody, to the RA facility. Michael Sterling here with Claire Schweer, and the SMSU Mustang men are hosting the Augustana Vikings. Both teams coming in with pretty decent records. Actually, Augustana nearly broke into the top 25 this week. They come into this game with a record of 17-6 overall, 13-6 in conference play. SMSU with an overall record of 15-11, 12-7 in conference play. In the South Division, Augustana sitting at third, SMSU at fifth. Both teams still have a shot at hosting a game in the first round of the NSIC conference tournament. So Claire, what do you think some of the keys will be to this game?
Definitely staying on the ball with them, getting that defense in there, and just looking at some of our stats here. As you can see, we have some Jordan Miller is really good at getting those three-pointers, so hopefully he can get in a couple of those for us starting off, and just making sure to keep up the energy throughout the whole game.
Yeah, and some stats from last night's game. Matt Zager had a career-high 25 points last night, including 10 of 10 from the field and 4 out of 4 from the free throw line. Nick Smith had a big game last night, 19 points, 10 rebounds, also 3 blocks. Lavion West, 7 of 8 from the field for 18 points. SMSU as a team shot 30 of 46 from the field for 65.2%. Wayne State, though, much like Augustana did in the women's game here tonight, Wayne State was 11 of 21 from the three-point line, so they made quite a few threes. So like you said, Claire, get out on the shooters. It's a very good point. And then 26 of 60 from the field overall, Wayne State shot last night for 43.3%. So SMSU men, they've got a little bit of a winning streak going. They have won 4 straight. Augustana has lost 1 straight. So Augustana looking to get some stuff going. Augustana fell to Sioux Falls last night, 70-58. Kind of a disappointing game for them. So hopefully the Mustangs will be able to capitalize off of that disappointment for Augustana and be able to keep things going their way.
Yeah, actually looking at the series history, Southwest Minnesota State and Augustana meet. This is their 23rd time meeting in a series dating all the way back to the 1972 to 1973 series. And Augustana does lead the series 13-9, but SMSU holds a 7-4 advantage in Marshall, including winning the last 5 games. Augustana's last win in Marshall came during the 2005-2006 season, and the Vikings did win the first game this season, 70-65 against SMSU. So obviously, we have been doing a lot better at the home games. Hopefully, we'll see that tonight.
So some other things to watch out for. Jordan Miller leading the SMSU team in points, averaging nearly 15 points per game. Cameron McCaffrey will be definitely a guy to watch out for Augustana, averaging a little more than 20 points per game. And as teams, SMSU averaging nearly 72 points per game, Augustana averaging 70.5. And SMSU also giving up an average of nearly 70 points per game as well. So if the averages show anything, this should be a pretty tight game. And it should be pretty exciting as well. Like we said, both teams are pretty good and still fighting to host a game or two in the conference tournament.
Yep, so good luck to the SMSU Mustangs tonight. I'm looking forward to a very good game between the two.
Yeah, it looks like both teams are kind of fired up. Got a lot of people in the stands. Like you said, it's not too far of a drive from Sioux Falls to Marshall, at least not very long compared to some of the other drives that we have in this conference. A lot of people here supporting SMSU, a lot of people here supporting Augustana as well as we get ready for game time. So it should be a very good game. SMSU came in kind of ranked kind of highly in the preseason, kind of a little bit of a... They're getting a few fist bumps from some of the players. But the SMSU kind of, you can tell right there, as we said, they're just pumped up for this game against a good Augustana team.
Well, it should be a good game. I'd be pumped up too.
And like we said, it's getting near the end of the basketball season, kind of that March Madness feel, as they call it in Division I college basketball. And the same here too, a lot looking for a very intense, very physical game, as these men's games always are. The clock ticks down. We're going to get close to all the player introductions, and you can see some of the a lot of the SMSU faithful wearing brown in support for the brownout night tonight. SMSU looking for their 5th straight victory, and also 7-4 here at home, which is a better record than their 5-6 record away from the RA facility. So we are going to take a little bit of a break for the national anthem and the sportsmanship introduction. When we come back, we will have the starting lineups as well as the SMSU basketball game. So stay tuned. You're watching Mustang Basketball here on KSSU TV.
Southwest Minnesota State will get you where you want to go. We're a university of 3,600 students with over 45 majors to choose from. Small student-to-faculty ratios let your professors get to know you. And with a grad placement rate over 95%, your degree will help you get a job in your chosen field. Becoming involved is easy. And with over $150 million in improvements the last 10 years, our facilities are state-of-the-art. Southwest Minnesota State University, where you belong.
AmeriCorps Hero.
I want to help people. I want to make a difference. I want to get things done. Could I be a hero?
She had to apply.
I should give this a try.
There she met people who shared her passion, people who wanted to make change, people who joined AmeriCorps. They cleaned beaches, they helped wildlife. Together they served, together they made a difference. Together they were heroes.
In AmeriCorps, you can be a hero too.
Join AmeriCorps.
Ladies, are you talking to your partners
about HIV?
2 out of every 3 new HIV/AIDS cases in women are among Black women.
Get informed, get tested. Early detection can save your life. If you test positive, seek treatment from a doctor.
Join the campaign to end Black AIDS, a partnership between Abbott and the Magic Johnson Foundation. Go to WeStandWithMagic.com, get resources, and become a member.
And join today, and thank you.
Like all new parents, my husband and I want what's best for our baby. When it came to immunizations, I wanted the facts. So I carefully researched vaccines, talking to pediatricians and other experts and asking tough questions. The answer was obvious. Vaccines like those against measles and influenza are not only a good idea, they could save our daughter's life. Take the time to get the facts. Vaccines save lives.
We all have a vision of that perfect smile. But when it comes to our smile, it's not something we can draw or wait to miraculously appear. We need an orthodontist, dental specialists with 2 to 3 years of specialized education beyond dental school. Your child might be the next Picasso, so trust that brilliant smile to the right hands. Seeing an orthodontist no later than age 7 can help achieve a healthy, beautiful smile. For more information, visit braces.org.
You can eradicate polio. You can promote peace. You can feed the hungry. You can help children do better in school. Because you can get involved with Rotary. Because Rotary believes that by working together, you can do anything. Learn more at Rotary.org.
They say America is the land of opportunity. But today, 1 out of every 6 children lives without enough. That's nearly 13 million of us living below the poverty line, struggling every day just to hang on. This is America. Together, we can do so much. Will you help? Go to povertyusa.org today and get involved.
If you've had a stroke, the chances are good that you could have another one. But it doesn't have to happen. You could be a stroke smart star.
I'm eating healthy and I'm exercising again.
I'm keeping my blood pressure and cholesterol levels under control.
After 35 years, I quit smoking.
I always take my medicine.
If you take steps to improve your health, you'll greatly reduce your risk of another stroke. Talk to your doctor and go to stroke.org today.
I'm not going to have another stroke.
Will I always be working weekends just to stay out of debt?
Is a great college for our kids?
Out of the question?
Is the American dream
Out of our reach?
Not if we can help it. We're the National Endowment for Financial Education, a non-profit organization dedicated to helping people just like you get smart about their money. Log on to smartaboutmoney.org today and start taking control of your financial life.
626,000 investors.
That's how many people SIPC has helped since 1970.
Over $15 billion.
That's how much SIPC has made it possible for investors to recover.
SIPC.
That's the Securities Investor Protection Corporation.
An investor's first line of defense in the unlikely event that a brokerage firm fails.
SIPC, for real people, like me.
And you.
Southwest Minnesota State University, where private school atmosphere meets public school cost. Programs like culinology, agronomy, and environmental science set the standard nationwide, where grad placement rates are over 97%. And the school invests in you, putting over $80 million back into the university. Southwest Minnesota State University, where you belong.
Hey, Barrett! Look, Timmy's in trouble again. I told you to stay out of here! Come on, loser!
Someone should do something. Oh, you never see that happen.
If you see abuse or neglect, learn what you can do at BeHumane.org.
In today's economy, you want a degree from an affordable college that leads to a well-paying job. At Southwest Minnesota State University in Marshall, that's what you'll receive. In-state tuition for all, a private school feel at a public school price. Our grad placement rate is over 95%, and you'll attend one of the finest universities in the Midwest. A challenging yet nurturing academic environment and value for your academic dollar are what you'll receive at Southwest Minnesota State, where you belong.
Welcome back to the RA facility here in Marshall, Minnesota. Real quick, let's go through the starting lineups for Augustana. Number 1, Cameron McCaffrey, a 6'1 guard, senior out of Portland, Oregon. Number 22, Joe Burt, 6'2 guard, freshman out of St. Cloud, Minnesota. Number 31, Alex Richter, a 6'5 guard, sophomore out of Lakeville, Minnesota. Number 33, Zach Huskin, a 6'9 forward, freshman out of Chandler, Minnesota. Number 34, Daniel Jansen, a 6'9 forward, freshman out of Orange City, Iowa. The Vikings coached by Tom Billiter in his 10th year, assisted by Jeff Trumbauer, Chad Hederman, and Hans Hogue. Now let's send it over to Claire, who has the starting lineup for the SMSU Mustangs.
All right, well, for the SMSU Mustangs, they have the Little Mustangs going out right now. You can see there. Okay. As we get started, we'll get your starting lineups right here. We've got number 2, Tremel Barnes from Watson, Minnesota. Number 12, Bernard Birch from Eagan, Minnesota. Number 13, Jordan Miller from Mitchell, South Dakota. Number 24, Matt Zager from Shakopee, Minnesota. And number 44, Nick Smith from Johnston, Iowa. Head coach for the SMSU Mustangs is Brad Bigler, and this is his 4th season. And the assistant coaches include Brooks McCowan, James Wallace, and Jeff Hansen.
Thank you very much, Claire. And tonight's officials, Doug Votava out of Lincoln, Nebraska. Also Paul Conrad out of Albany, Minnesota. And Tim Fries out of Mounds View, Minnesota. So now as the PA announcer brings out the starting lineups for the Mustangs, got to mention they introduced the 6 seniors for the Mustangs before the national anthem. Got to just give them a quick kind of acknowledgement. Tremel Barnes, Jordan Budenhagen, Jordan Miller, Michael Apple, Lavion West, and Tyler Kashong all 6 of them seniors, and they've all made great contributions to this SMSU team. It's definitely not going to be the same team without them next year.
No, it won't. We are losing a lot of really good players that, you know, brought a lot to the team, but also accomplished a lot for the records here at SMSU as well.
Yeah, and these a lot of these players have been here since I came here, and this is my 3rd year, so it'll be different. Be a new look team next year for the Mustangs, that's for sure. But the Mustangs still have some unfinished business this season. And tonight they're looking for a victory over an Augustana team who, as we mentioned in the pregame, is 3rd in the South Division. SMSU sitting at number 5 right now, still hoping, looking at an outside shot at hosting the first round conference tournament game. So this is a big game for both teams, as it's kind of a tight division here in the South. And this is kind of a big rivalry game, SMSU and Augustana.
Oh, definitely.
Always been big rivals. So, and with the amount of people here in the stands from each side for SMSU and the supporters for Augustana, should be kind of a wild atmosphere. Even got the band out here playing as well, as SMSU gets the opening tip. Bernard Birch bringing the ball up. Number 22, Joe Burt, guarding him. Now Tramel Barnes. And the first turnover of the game, and not a good sign. We mentioned in the women's game, turnovers made a big difference in that blowout loss.
Yes, they did.
Cameron McCaffrey, as we mentioned, averaging more than 20 points per game. So he's definitely a guy that the Mustangs want to watch out for. The inbound pass goes to McCaffrey. Jansen passes it off. Houston now looking to make a move. Goes up for the shot, it's good. And he kind of just muscled and overpowered Jordan Miller. First basket of the game goes to Augustana. Nice ball movement by the Mustangs. Matt Zager with a 3-pointer. And again, Zager had a career high 25 last night. A good start for the Mustangs here, Claire.
Yes, it is. Hopefully they can keep it up throughout the game.
McCaffrey with the ball. It's a nice screen from Jansen. Now over to Richter. Richter back into Jansen. And a jump ball called. It'll stay with Augustana though, but a nice hustle by the Mustang defense. Pass goes out to McCaffrey. McCaffrey to Jansen. Jansen puts up a shot, no good. Rebound by Zager. Now Barnes over to Smith. Smith putting up a mid-range jumper, and it's good. SMSU with a 5-2 lead. Claire, neither team really very tall. Both teams, their tallest players are 6'9" for Augustana, 6'10" for SMSU. So both teams have kind of had to do a lot with smaller lineups this year.
Yes, they have.
Offensive foul called on Augustana, so the Mustangs get the ball back. 18 minutes and 17 seconds left to go here in this first half. Jordan Miller, nice pass to Nick Smith. Nice court vision by Miller, and SMSU definitely off to a good start here with a 7-2 lead. Now McCaffrey driving, kicking it out. The Mustang defense, nice closeout on Joe Burt. Now Jansen trying to get it in to Huskin. And the ball gets stripped. He regains it though and is able to put it in. Zach Huskin gets the basket, making it 7-4. Bernard Birch with the ball. Over to Miller. Miller puts it up. No good, but Bernard Birch gets the offensive rebound for the Mustangs. Now goes back over to Miller. Miller tries to thread the needle. Now Nick Smith with another basket. He has 6 points in the game already. Now McCaffrey gonna push it back down the court. That shot partially blocked by the Mustangs. Pass down court to Zager. Nice pass back. Good teamwork and ball movement by the Mustangs. Another basket. 11-4 and a quick timeout by Augustana. That's definitely the start that the Mustangs needed, Claire.
Yes, and I hope we'll see more of those really good moves and shots throughout the whole game to keep it up.
And as we mentioned, SMSU on a 4-game winning streak, and you could just hear the passion in the stands even this early in the game. Barely 3 minutes passing by, and with such a good start, the Mustang faithful have really gotten into it so far.
Yeah, well, as we also did talk in the pregame, SMSU does seem to have a very good winning streak when it is at home against Augustana.
The Mustangs come back out on the court. The Mustangs, though, have had trouble holding leads later in the game, so that will be something to watch if it is a close game later on. Head coach Tom Billiter can't be too happy about how his Vikings squad has started off. Got a little bit of a full court press now being shown by the Mustangs. Joe Burt now being trapped, now passes it off to Houston. Now to McCaffrey, and now a three-pointer is up, no good. Last touch by the Vikings, it'll go to the Mustangs. So we'll see if the Mustangs can do a little more damage. And Jordan Miller stepped out of bounds, and so the ball will go to the Vikings. 16 minutes, 32 seconds left here to go in the first half. Mustangs sticking with that full court press. Richter with the ball, almost loses it. Dangerous pass to Houston. Houston putting up a deep shot. That one's no good. Rebound by Tremel Barnes. Barnes to David Condon, now out to West. West almost, he does lose it. That's a costly turnover for the Mustangs as Richter goes up for the layup. It's good. And that's something the Mustangs can't afford to do, players, just make those dumb, unforced turnovers.
Yeah, something that can definitely help us out by not doing.
William Giddings driving baseline. Contact, but no foul. Mustangs got to get back on defense. McCaffrey kicking it back out. Richter with the ball, he's driving, puts up a shot, no good. Rebound by David Condon. Barnes bringing it up the court. Now back to Miller, puts up a three, and it's good. SMSU now with a 14-6 lead. Got to get back on defense, though. McCaffrey with the ball. Now over to Richter, now inside to Jansen. Back out to Richter, over to McCaffrey. Puts up a three. That one's no good. And a foul called on the Mustangs. Foul on number 40, David Condon. Some subs coming in. Zager and Birch coming back in for the Mustangs. Evan Pierce and Leif Nomland coming in for Augustana. Nomland gets the inbound pass. Also Casey Schilling now in the game as well for Augustana. Augustana taking their time, trying to get something going here. McCaffrey looks for a drive, pulls up for the shot. It's good, nothing but net. Now a 14-8 ball game. Lavion West with the ball. Over to Zager. Neither team in really a whole lot of a hurry so far. 6 seconds on the shot clock. Giddings with the pull-up jumper. It's up and good. It's been a good start offensively for the Mustangs players. Another shot goes down.
Yes, it has.
McCaffrey with a kick out. The shot is up. No good. And a foul called on Tremel Barnes over the back foul. Nick Smith coming in for David Condon. Tanner Odegaard gonna try to inbound it. Gonna have to throw it deep out there. Odegaard over to McCaffrey. 13.5 minutes left to go here in this first half. Odegaard puts up a deep shot, and it goes in. Cutting the deficit down to 5, 16-11, SMSU with the lead. Giddings with the ball. Birch over to Zager, now try to get it into Smith. And a foul called on Augustana. Called on Evan Pierce. Now Nick Smith gonna go to the free throw line.
His first personal foul, second team foul of the half. Nick Smith at the line, shooting 2.
First free throw up and good for Nick Smith, and that's the first free throw all game so far. Second free throw, no good. So still 17-11, SMSU with the lead. McCaffrey bringing the ball up for the Vikings. Now Pierce over to Schilling. Looking to get it inside to Normanland. Now Pierce with the shot, up and no good. Rebound by Lavion West. Now Bernard Birch with the ball. Nice pass inside to Smith. Mustangs move the ball around. I believe that was Zager. That is with a three-pointer. Matt Zager just keeps that hot streak going. Another big shot by Zager, Claire.
Yes, it is. He's doing pretty well this game, Mike.
20-11, SMSU with the lead. Now a three-pointer for McCaffrey, and that one's good. So now 20-14. Bernard Birch with the ball. Now Giddings over to Zager. Zager, almost a nice alley-oop, but Lavion West just couldn't handle it. Kind of tough to time those passes. Nomland over to Odegaard. Back out to Schilling. Schilling puts up a deep shot, and that one's good. So SMSU struggled a little bit last night, giving up threes to Wayne State. Now they're kind of not doing the best job getting out on the shooters for Augustana now tonight either. A lot of intensity shown in this game so far as Coach Bigler wants a timeout to talk with his players. We're going to take a timeout as well. 20-17 lead for SMSU, 11:05 left. Stay tuned, you're watching Mustang basketball here on KSSU TV.
When you donate goods in response to an international disaster, it's expensive.
They have to cross the sea, pass through customs, be inspected, sorted, then finally delivered.
And often they arrive too late to help, making your good intentions feel a little empty.
There is a better way. Cash donations are fast, simple, and allow professional relief workers to purchase supplies close at hand.
Cash is best. Learn more at CIDI.org.
Welcome back to the RA facility here in Marshall, Minnesota, where the Mustangs hold a 20-17 lead over the Augustana Vikings. The SMSU women already lost tonight in a blowout 92-60, so the men looking to make it 1-1 here tonight. And Claire, the Mustangs have had some good shooting so far tonight, but lately Augustana has come back with some good shooting of their own.
Yep, seems like when SMSU does make a point, Augustana does have one to answer it.
Mustangs trying to make something happen. Jordan Miller throws up a wild shot, not even close. And so now Augie can come back and tie this game with a 3. Jamal Taylor now in the game. Over to Richter, back to Taylor. Now pass inside to Schilling, and Mustang defense kind of falling asleep there. Schilling was wide open for an easy 2, cutting the deficit to 1. After a fast start by the Mustangs, they've kind of lost some of that energy. And Smith gets fouled as he was going up for a shot. Tom Billiter getting right in the face of that referee by the Augustana bench. Obviously not happy with the call. Nick Smith will go back to the line. First free throw is good, makes it a 2-point lead for the Mustangs. David Condon sitting by the scorer's table there. Looks like he's going to come in for Smith once Smith gets done with this free throw. Both free throws good for Smith, and Condon going to come in for Smith. Nick Smith already with 9 points in this game, so he's made quite an impact so far, Claire.
Yeah, we definitely saw it right in the beginning of the game as he had quite a few layups and shots closer towards the net.
Richter with the ball, now over to Taylor. Now back to Richter. Now Odegaard with the ball. Odegaard kind of a shorter player, but still got some skill, and that lack of height came into play. There's a blocked shot by the Mustangs. Jamel Barnes over to Zager. Zager out to Birch, puts up a 3, no good. Rebound by Casey Schilling. And a foul called on Jamel Barnes, and in a tense game like this, can't afford to have a technical foul. And the crowd behind us, Augustana supporters, needless to say, not happy. And so the timeout can be called on the floor. We're going to take another quick break. 22-19 Mustangs with the lead. Stay tuned. You're watching Mustang basketball here on KSSU TV.
Alone, our reach is limited. No matter how great our intentions, on our own, we can only stretch so far. But at Rotary, we believe the right group of people working together can make our communities, our world, a better place. Rotary, humanity in motion.
Welcome back to the RA facility here in Marshall, Minnesota, where the SMSU Mustangs have a 22-19 lead over Augustana so far. 9.5 minutes left to go in this first half. And Claire, SMSU is kind of got off to a fast start, because we saw just now with Mel Barnes in that foul right before the break. It's kind of an intense and emotional game between these two squads.
It is, as you did say that they got off fast and we're getting those points, but Augustana is now right behind them with a 22-19 fallback for Augie.
Nick Smith leading the Mustangs so far with 9 points. Matt Zager continuing his hot streak. He has 6 so far, nailing down a couple of 3-pointers. Cameron McCaffrey, who, as we mentioned in pregame, averaging 20 points per game for the Vikings, bringing the ball up court. Jamal Taylor now with the ball. In a bad spot in the corner, but he is able to get it out. McCaffrey back to Taylor. Nice pass inside. Nomeland again. Uncontested shot. And once again, back down to a 1-point game. Now Birch bringing it up court for the Mustangs. Now Zager with the ball. Over to Birch. Now Jordan Miller putting up a three, no good. That was a big miss. Jamal Taylor with the rebound. Augustana kind of a methodical team, not really in any hurry to get a shot off. Richter over to Nomeland. Now Taylor with the ball, and now back into Nomeland. And his shot, no good. Putback is good. Couldn't really see who had the putback there. It's a nice hustle as Augie gets its first lead of the game. Actually, no, it's second lead of the game. That was Casey Schilling who had the putback there. Pass on the inside to David Condon, but he has to kick it back out. Nard Birch with the drive, kicks it back over to Zager. And that shot is good. Another three-pointer for Matt Zager, now with 9 points on the game. Zager has just been the go-to guy this weekend for the Mustangs. Cameron McCaffrey getting a nice screen. That shot is up, no good. Nice offensive rebound there by Richter, and he puts it back in. As we mentioned, much like the SMSU women's team, the men also have trouble boxing out sometimes, and they just allow too many easy offensive rebounds.
44, Nick Smith. Also checking in for the Vikings, number 22, Joe Burt, and 34, Daniel.
Got some subs coming in for each team. And Claire, it's kind of a different game here opposed to the women's game. Not a whole lot of turnovers so far.
Nope, SMSU right now has a total of 5 turnovers, and Augustana has only 1 turnover.
Nick Smith probably should have taken that in there, but no complaints as Lavion West gets the basket anyway. 27-25, SMSU with the lead. Daniel Jansen back in the game after getting a bit of a rest. And now, I believe an offensive foul called. Daniel Jansen. And his coach giving him a talking to. So SMSU has a chance to increase their lead. Jordan Miller trying to make something happen. Nice pass inside to West. Going up, no good, but he gets fouled. Mustangs, at times, sometimes they're too fast for their own good and try to rush things, but also at times they do a good job of moving the ball around, Claire.
Lavion West at the line, shooting 2.
Lavion West also sporting those pink sneakers, pink socks as well, kind of a good look. First free throw is up and good. West, one of the 6 seniors. And again, Coach Billiter in the face of another referee. He better watch out. That's the second time he's gotten a referee's face tonight.
Yeah, not a smart decision.
2 free throws for West, and the SMSU back with a 4-point lead. Again, kind of going with that full court press as McCaffrey has to dribble his way out of it. Pass it off to Joe Burt. And ball knocked away by Jordan Miller, not able to save it. Coach Billiter screaming at his team to give it to him. I assume he's talking about the post player. He was in good position posting up on the inside there. Once again, there's a lot of vocal coaches in this conference, both on the men's and women's side.
That there is.
McCaffrey puts up a shot, rolls out, but another offensive rebound. An easy offensive rebound. There wasn't anybody in front of him. And Daniel Jansen, Orange City, Iowa, around my area, will be shooting a few free throws. Oh wow, that was ugly. At least it hit the rim though. But
yeah,
that was kind of
I didn't even think it was going to hit the basket.
Kind of a high arcing free throw. We'll see if he has a little better luck on this one. And it does. So 3-point game, 5 minutes and 55 seconds left to go here in this first half. Now a full court press being shown by Augustana. Smith over to Giddings. Nice kickoff to Zager. Oh, that time just bounced out. Now McCaffrey on the other end, taking it back, and the basket no good, but a foul. McCaffrey got down to the other end pretty darn quick. Giddings called for his first foul of the game. McCaffrey at the line for Augustana. McCaffrey out of Portland, Oregon. First free throw up and good. Second free throw up and good as well. Back down to a 1-point game. Jordan Miller going to be coming in for Will Giddings. Bigler telling his offense to spread out. And nice ball movement as Zager once again runs baseline and dunks it. Nice assist from Birch, but the Mustangs got to stop celebrating and get back on defense, and an offensive foul. Mustangs once again getting some momentum, way to get back on D. Claire, that was a good couple of possessions there for the Mustangs.
Oh man, yes it was.
And Tanner Odegaard going to come back in for Joe Burt. Five minutes, 18 seconds left to go in this first half. We thought it would be intense. We said it in the pregame, and that it's been. It's been a pretty close game.
Yeah, with that 1-point lead SMSU had, they made sure that did not last long. Got those points back up again.
After a brief stop and play, now play is going to resume. Bernard Birch bringing the ball up for SMSU. Zager gets it into Smith. Smith puts it up, no good. Rebound by Casey Schilling. Now McCaffrey gets it down the court, and a pass bounced off one of the Augustana players, but Augustana keeps possession. Odegaard driving, now kicks it off. Now Richter putting up a shot, that one's good, and that ties the game at 31. 4.5 minutes left to go here in this first half. Zager out to Miller. Miller puts it up, and it's good. Jordan Miller with a three. Miller now has 8 points in this game. Big shot by Jordan Miller, Claire. Whenever they need a big shot, that's who they go to.
Definitely, he has a good percentage of making those 3-pointers.
McCaffrey with a pull-up jumper. That one's good, and the Mustangs need to find a way to stop some of these easy shots or get a hand in the face or something, because they haven't been contesting a lot of these shots. Lavion West over to Miller. Miller again. This time no good. Odegaard over at the other end. Over to McCaffrey. Now to Houston. That three is good, and now Augustana grabs a 2-point lead. back and forth intense game, a high-scoring game as well. Nice pass. No good, but Lavion West with the putback. And that once again gets the Mustang crowd into it.
Oh, yeah.
Tied at 36, 3 minutes left to go here in this first half. Hueskin over to Schilling, puts it up. Good, and another three. Augustana with a 3-point lead. They're up 39-36. Bernard Birch. A lot of contact, but no foul. Augustana with the ball. McCaffrey pulls up for the three. That one's no good. Rebound by Zager. Now a timeout called by the Mustangs. 3-point lead for Augie with 2.5 minutes left. We're going to take a quick 30-second break. Stay tuned. You're watching Mustang basketball here on KSSU TV.
Ladies, are you talking to your partners
about HIV?
2 out of every 3 new HIV/AIDS cases in women are among black women.
Get informed, get tested. Early detection can save your life. If you test positive, seek treatment from a doctor.
Join the campaign to end Black AIDS, a partnership between Abbott and the Magic Johnson Foundation. Go to WeStandWithMagic.com, get resources, and become a member.
And join today, and thank you.
Welcome back to the RA facility. Augustana with a 39-36 lead. 2.5 minutes left to go in the first half, and Clara, Augustana kind of just turning up the heat with their three-point shooting, much like their lady counterparts did in the first game.
Exactly. SMSU was taking the lead at first for both games, but Augustana's finally stepping it up and getting those points back as they're taking a 3-point lead. But, you know, SMSU, I feel, kind of slacked at some of those shots that got Augustana to get the points.
Yeah, both the SMSU teams and both of these games so far haven't really been doing as good a job of getting out on shooters as they should be doing. And it's kind of really coming back to bite them in the behind here so far. But still a close game. Like we said, only a 3-point lead for Augustana.
It is. You know, our prediction of it being a very intense game are playing out so far.
And still 2.5 minutes left to go here in this first half, so we'll see what happens in the last few minutes. Barnes over to Miller. Miller over to West. Now it's Barnes again. Nice pass to Smith. Kind of bobbled the ball, but recovers and gets a basket. Nick Smith now with 11 points. Matt Zager also with 11 points. McCaffrey with the ball. Shot is up and good. McCaffrey, again, as we said, he averages 20 points a game. Now in double figures with 11. Jordan Miller with the ball. Miller, I thought it was a nice pass, but it got away from Smith. Jordan Miller puts up a deep three, no good. And they probably could have tried to get at least a little closer to the basket than that. Well, Augustana with the ball and a 3-point lead with a chance to increase it. Minute 13 left to go here in this first half. Schilling with the ball now over to Jansen. McCaffrey again with the ball and a foul on Zager.
That's going to call number 24, Matt Zager, his first personal foul, 6th team foul.
Zager's first personal foul. McCaffrey getting a nice screen. McCaffrey again putting up a move and another foul. The Mustang fans not very happy as the foul on Lavion West.
7th team foul of the half.
Cameron McCaffrey at the free throw line. First free throw is up and good. Now a 4-point lead for Augie. Now it's up to a 5-point lead. McCaffrey 2 for 2 from the line on that trip, and now Claire. SMSU really needs a basket to kind of keep momentum from going out of control here to end the half.
Yeah, they will. Hopefully they can get it there. Oh.
Zager over to West, now to Barnes, now to Miller, putting up a 3. No good. Nick Smith grabs the board. A few tenths of a second difference between the shot and game clock. Like we said, the Mustangs, it'd be nice to have a basket here to kind of end the half.
SMSU's taking their time on this one.
Yeah, no need to kind of hurry it up. They can pretty much wait for the last shot.
Ooh.
Zager lost control of that, has to kick it out to Miller. Miller again with the 3, and it's good! Jordan Miller, a big time shot. Now Odegaard throwing up a prayer. That one's no good, but that was a big shot.
Great way to end the half.
Jordan Miller.
Or the first
Jordan Miller kind of falling away from the basket. Shot clock was running low. So that ends the first half. Augustana with a 43-41 lead. And if that first half wasn't any indication, this second half, you definitely shouldn't miss it. We'll be back in a little while to bring you first half stats, and we'll give you a second half action. So stay tuned. You're watching Mustang basketball here on KSSU TV. Welcome back to the RA facility here in Marshall, Minnesota, where the Southwest Minnesota State University Mustangs have been in a dogfight here so far, trailing Augustana 43-41 here at halftime. Michael Sterling here with Claire Schweer. And Claire, let's take a look at some of the first half stats. Like we said, it's been intense, and see what's been making the difference so far.
Yeah, well, definitely the big names from the first half were Nick Smith, and in the beginning he was getting a lot of the points. He started off with getting Mustang 6 points on the board with layups, and then he had a total of 11 points throughout the game in the first half. Another one is Matt Zager, who also has 11 points, and Matt was, you know, he was doing both. He was making some of those close-up ones, but he also got a couple three-pointers in the game too. And then also Jordan Miller, as we saw in those last 10 seconds of the final half, and he's been getting those three-pointers for SMSU and doing well, so those are definitely some. Otherwise, some stats from the other team. The big players for that one are number 1, which is McCaffrey, who has a total of 4 out of 9 of the regular points of the shots, and also Joe Burt, Alex Richer, and Zach Huskin are other names to look for. And they have, for the three-pointers, Alex Richer and Zach Huskin both got one, as well as McCaffrey. So, you know, they're not getting as many as the girls' team, but they're still getting theirs.
Yeah, another big difference from the women's game to this game, not as many turnovers.
Exactly. You know, SMSU in the beginning for women's was looking at about 15 turnovers right away, where here SMSU has only got 5 turnovers, and Augustana only has 3. And SMSU's points from the turnovers have been 4, where Augustana's has been 7. So that's maybe something to look for, is to not get as many turnovers for SMSU, because Augustana is getting the points for those.
So this game hasn't been nearly as sloppy as the women's game was, and it looks to be a great second half here as well. As we said, a lot of people from SMSU here to support the Mustangs. A lot of people made the trip from Augustana to support the Vikings. It should be a great second half here. Zager goes up with a shot, and that one's good. Another three-pointer for Zager. As you mentioned, he's been one of the keys for SMSU so far.
He has, and he's doing, as we said, both well up close to the net and far behind.
So the Mustangs start out the second half by grabbing back the lead. Joe Burt into Jansen, now back out to Huskin. That shot no good. Rebound though by Jansen. And a jump ball called. Possession will stay with Augustana though. But again, SMSU doing a poor job of boxing out, keeping Augustana from getting those offensive rebounds.
Yeah. One thing is though, is SMSU is staying on them and not giving them too many easy points to get.
Kick out to Joe Bird, who goes up for the shot. No good, but a foul called. I don't know what the heck Jordan Miller was thinking.
Personal foul, first team foul of the half.
And that'll be 3 free throws for Joe Burt. So a major mistake by the Mustangs. First free throw, though, was no good. Second free throw is good, so that ties the game back up at 44. Still one more free throw to go. That one is good as well, so Augustana takes back the lead, 45-44 here early in the second half. Birch over to Barnes, and Barnes, these guys need to start looking where they're passing the ball. Yeah. There wasn't a Mustang player within 5 feet of that thing. Jansen trying to muscle his way up, shot no good, but a foul called. Some of the Mustang players getting a little frustrated.
Mustang foul on number 44, Nick Smith, his second personal.
Foul on Nick Smith, that's his second personal.
Daniel Jansen at the line shooting 2.
And Coach Bigler, usually not too vocal, but that time just yelling at the referees. And another missed free throw by Jansen. Augie still has a 1-point lead. Let's see if Jansen can make it a 2-point lead here. And no good. And the Mustangs will try to grab back the lead on offense here. Birch with the ball. Now with the drive, takes it in and gets the basket. Nice job by Bernard Birch. SMSU up 46-45. Richter putting up a 3, and it's good. And man, Claire, it just seems like these guys don't miss from out there.
Yeah, it's getting pretty intense. Seems like when 1 point scores and gets the lead, the other one answers back and gets the lead on their team again.
Nice drive, and oh man. Basket almost went in, but a foul called.
Viking foul number 33 is Zach Houston, his second personal foul.
So Jordan Miller going to the line to shoot a few free throws. First one is good. The second free throw is up and good as well. So once again, tie ball game. 18 minutes left to go here in the second half. Now Houston with a deep 2. No good, but Jansen again with an offensive board and another foul. And again, the Mustangs just can't execute the basic plays of boxing out. And it costs them. Now Jansen going to go to the line, although we've seen some pretty ugly free throws from him so far tonight. So
yeah, he's got a unique way of shooting it.
That one goes in though. Got a few subs coming in for the Mustangs. See if this will spark the defense a little bit. Condon, West, and Giddings coming in for the Mustangs. The second free throw is up and no good. There's some nice box now by the Mustangs. Something they could have used before. SMSU now down 1 again, 49-48. And Miller, that pass knocked away. Again, sometimes these guys take a few too many unnecessary chances. Just got to make the simple play. Don't have to make the exciting play. Pass out to David Condon. Now to Miller. Miller over to Barnes. Barnes, a nice pass to David Condon. And David Condon gets the basket. Condon not much of a scorer, but definitely can alter shots on the defensive end. Houston with the ball. And he throws it away, so a big turnover. Only the 4th turnover of the game for the Vikings. Casey Schilling coming into the game now. Schilling, who has done quite well coming off the bench here in this game. He has 10 points so far. 17 minutes left. SMSU with a 1-point lead, looking to extend that. Giddings with a 3-pointer. No good. Knocked away. Let's see who will end up with it. And it's McCaffrey ends up with it for the Vikings. And now a steal by Miller. Miller's going to go back down the other end. That one's no good. Put back by Lavion West. And SMSU's lead is back up to 3. Good job by Lavion West of being there for the putback, Claire.
He's pretty good at that. He's had a couple of those throughout the night.
Schilling over to Jansen. Now to Houston. And the ball gets knocked away. Another turnover. And the ball gets knocked out of bounds by the Vikings. So you can kind of feel it. The SMSU Mustangs kind of starting to get momentum, and the crowd is kind of getting into it. Miller with the ball. Jamel Barnes just kind of dribbling around, tries to pass it away, but again, trying to just make the fancy play. Barnes almost gets the steal. And a foul called on Jamel Barnes. Again, just got to make the simple play. You don't have to always make that the Sports Center type play, and it cost the Mustangs there. 15:37 left to go here in the second half. It's been kind of a tight game all night, Claire.
Yes, it has.
McCaffrey into Nomeland. The shot is good. Back down to a 1-point lead for the Mustangs. Barnes with the ball. Mustangs looking to get something going on offense. Ball knocked away, recovered by Lavion West. Now Jordan Miller over to West. West back out to Miller. And into West. And his shot goes in, back up to a 3-point lead for SMSU. Nice ball movement there. Now McCaffrey bringing it up for the Vikings. Now over to Richter. Nomeland working on the inside. Now getting double teamed, tries to pass it off, but a turnover. Nice steal by the Mustangs. Jordan Miller goes up with it, but it gets taken away. Casey Schilling, pass down court to Richter. The layup is in.
Alex Richter.
We're back down to a 1-point game. Jamel Barnes over to Giddings. Now Lavion West trying to drive. Nice pass to Condon, but it couldn't hold on to it. And now a timeout called by Brad Bigler. A big break for the Mustangs. So we'll take a quick 30-second break as well. 1-point lead for the Mustangs. Stay tuned. You're watching Mustang basketball here on KSSU TV.
Cans, water bottles, and clothes. These forms of aid cost more to ship than you think. Cash donations provide immediate and effective relief to those who need it, without the shipping costs. If we all do our part, together, we can provide help across the world. To learn more, check out CIDI.org.
Welcome back to the RA facility here on the campus of SMSU, where the Mustangs hold a slim 1-point lead. 13 minutes, 53 seconds left to go in the second half here. And Claire, it's kind of been back and forth, really intense game. The Mustangs have made a few unforced mistakes, though.
They have, as you said, doing those showy moves, passing the ball to where there's really not a SMSU player there to catch it. So those are mistakes that could have been avoided.
Nick Smith with a nice offensive board off the Birch miss. Lavion West now with a deep two. That one's no good. Again, another offensive board. Birch, oh, the shot, no good, but he gets fouled. So Bernard Birch will be shooting some free throws.
Second team foul of the half. Bernard Birch at the line, shooting 2.
We'll see who they gave that foul to. That's foul to Tanner Odegaard. The first free throw for Birch is up, and it is good. SMSU 8 of 9 from the free throw line tonight, so they're shooting pretty well. Second free throw good as well. Bernard Birch, only 4 points on the night, but he's definitely made a big impact in other areas besides scoring. McCaffrey with the ball. McCaffrey gets the pass back, puts it up, and it is good. And we're kind of finding out now, Claire, why he is averaging about 20 points per game.
Yeah, he is definitely getting most of his shots in that he makes.
Bernard Birch gets fouled again. And Coach Billiter not happy about it.
Number 43, Leighton Olmartin. His first personal foul. Third team foul.
Jordan Miller and Tremel Barnes going to come in for the Mustangs. Tied all at 56 with 12:49 left to go. Nice inbound pass and a foul call as Zager went up for the shot. Foul called on Casey Schilling. That's his second personal foul. Well, Matt Zager, who has 14 points on the night, in addition to the 25 he had last night, now make it 15. Zager has been on a hot streak lately, especially this weekend. That second free throw no good, and Nomlin kind of stumbled going for that rebound, but no harm, no foul for Augustana. SMSU now with a 1-point lead. McCaffrey with the ball. Thought it might be a little bit of a travel there. Ball getting tipped around. Nick Smith gets the rebound. Birch down to Zager. A nice spin move, puts it up, no good. Now a loose ball picked up by Barnes. And now there's a player kind of holding his stomach. That's number 32, Casey Schilling. Not sure what happened, but it looks like he's walking off, and now Zach Huskin coming in. Couldn't really see what happened there.
Yeah, I didn't catch that either.
It was a good sign that he was at least able to walk off.
He is getting checked by medical personnel.
Jordan Miller gets the ball stripped. Again, got to be strong with that ball. Can't let them knock it out of your hands. Ball gets knocked out of bounds. Evan Pierce going to try to inbound it. Now McCaffrey with the ball, getting a nice screen, putting up a shot, and it's good again. And McCaffrey just can't seem to miss. And that's a bad thing for the Mustangs. Augustana gets a 1-point lead, 58-57. Birch over to Miller. Miller with the three, no good. Rebound by Huskin. McCaffrey once again with the ball. Over to Odegaard. And now a foul going to be called on the Mustangs. Bernard Birch getting called for it. That's the second team foul for Birch. And Bigler yelling at his team about the body language, kind of showing a little frustration, a little negativity there. Nolan getting the inbound pass, but then he throws it away. Like we said, you haven't seen a whole lot of turnovers in tonight's game, but each, especially in a close game like this, each turnover does matter. Birch bringing the ball up court for the Mustangs. SMSU down by 1. Nice pass inside. Nick Smith gets fouled. Foul on Huskin. And that's his third personal foul. So Nick Smith will be shooting some free throws. First one is no good. So Houston going to come out, Jansen going to come in. Now Yuri Maloshenko also going to come in as well. Claire, in a close game like this, you got to make the free throws.
The free throws count a lot in close games like this.
Second one goes in, so once again, it's a tie game. We've had 7 ties and 10 lead changes in this game. Kind of shows you how back and forth things have been.
It's a good competitive game between two good teams.
And a good atmosphere with all the fans back in the stands here. Both SMSU and Augustana supporters here tonight. Maloshenko looking for somebody open, finds McCaffrey. McCaffrey driving now, shot no good, but a foul called. McCaffrey, every time he touches the ball, he does some damage. Lavion West gets called for his second foul of the evening, and McCaffrey going to the line. First free throw is good. And the second free throw, no good. So Augie stuck with the 1-point lead. McCaffrey with 19 points on the game. Getting close to eclipsing his game average. Miller over to Zager. Zager puts up a 3, no good. Rebound by Maloshenko. And Augie has a chance to increase their lead. Now we're halfway through the second half. That layup no good. Offensive rebound by the Vikings. And a foul there on Bernard Birch.
Bernard Birch's third personal foul, 16 foul of the half. Timeout on the floor.
And now a timeout called. Augustana with a 59-58 lead, 9 minutes, 52 seconds left. And I know the Mustangs are getting kind of frustrated, but Claire, that's what happens when you can't box out the other team. You know, they're going to get boards, and all likelihood they're either going to get a basket or they're going to get fouled.
Yep, so either way it will be a win-win for Augustana on those type of ordeals.
And I'm not sure what Coach Bigler needs to do to get his team going to get after the ball, but I'm sure he's going to be talking to him, trying to get them going here during this timeout. Jordan Miller with 13 points so far, Lavion West with 10, Matt Zager with 15 for SMSU. Cameron McCaffrey has 19 points for the Vikings. As we said, he's definitely by far the leading scorer on the Vikings squad. As we mentioned earlier in the pregame, the standings, Augustana coming in third in the NSIC South Division, 13-6 in conference play, 17-6 overall. SMSU fifth in the South Division, 12-7 in conference play, 15-11 overall. The Mustangs also came in on a 4-game winning streak. They beat Wayne State last night by a score of 87-69. And Augustana came in losing one game they lost last night to Sioux Falls, 70-58. Daniel Jansen at the line. First free throw's up and good. Second free throw no good. Rebound by Jordan Miller, so still a one-possession game, 60-58. Zager with the ball trying to drive, but gets stopped. Now Barnes over to Birch. Barnes with a nice move there. Now over to Barnes, putting up a 2, no good. Rebound, no good again. Now a rebound by Augustana. You gotta put those kinds of close shots in. There's no excuse for that. Now McCaffrey driving on the other end. Nice pass to, and a basket by Jansen. SMSU kind of losing their cool here, Clara. They need to do something to kind of keep from losing it.
Yeah, it's time to get going as Augustana is leading them by 4 points now.
Alex Richter coming in to the game. Jamal Taylor coming in as well for Augie. Nick Smith coming in for SMSU. Daniel Jansen back at the line. He has 5 points so far in this game. The free throw is good, or no good, excuse me. Rebound by Miller. 62-58. 9 minutes left to go here in this second half. Lavion West gets the ball in the corner. Pulls up for a jumper, and it's good. Back down to a 2-point game. 62-60. Nice pass to McCaffrey, and again, just too easy. The Mustang defense, I don't know what the deal is, but they've been falling asleep at crucial moments here in this game. McCaffrey now with 21 points. Now SMSU with a lob of its own. Jordan Miller to Lavion West, and I believe they called a foul too. So Lavion West, as if a lob like that wasn't hard enough, he dunked it while he was getting fouled, and that's a big miss though.
Yeah, it was a much needed point that SMSU could have had there.
Back down to a 2-point game again. It's been back and forth all game. McCaffrey now with a three, and it's good again. McCaffrey, I don't know what he had before the game, but I could have used some of that back in my high school playing days. The guy can just not miss, and now he has 24 points. Lavion West with another pull-up shot, and that one's good. Again, just back and forth action.
Lavion West is really stepping it up in the second half of the game.
Absolutely, he's at 16 points right now. And now a timeout being called by Coach Billiter. We're gonna take a quick break too. 7.5 minutes left. You don't wanna miss the rest of this game. 3-point Augie lead. So stay tuned, you're watching Mustang basketball here on KSSU TV.
If you've had a stroke, the chances are good that you could have another one. But it doesn't have to happen. You could be a stroke smart star.
I'm eating healthy and I'm exercising again.
I'm keeping my blood pressure and cholesterol levels under control.
After 35 years, I quit smoking.
I always take my medicine.
If you take steps to improve your health, you'll greatly reduce your risk of another stroke. Talk to your doctor and go to stroke.org today.
I'm not going to have another stroke.
Welcome back to the RA facility here in Marshall, Minnesota. The Augustana Vikings with a 67-64 lead with 7 minutes 33 seconds left. And Claire, it's just been kind of ridiculous how well both teams have been shooting the ball. Both teams in the 50s in percentage-wise for shooting. So both teams have been playing really well offensively.
There haven't been a lot of misses in their shots, which is why it has been such a close game. It seems like it's the little errors that's the weakness for both teams and helping the other team get a point.
Yeah, it's definitely in all close games, it's going to come down to free throws, which both teams have missed some, and turnovers, which are kind of similar. SMSU with 9, Augustana with 8. As the Mustang crowd starting to try to get into this game. See a few SMSU alumni here at the game as well, showing out just how big this game is.
Yeah.
McCaffrey over to Jansen. And that's a foul. Colin Nick Smith, and now he has 4. So Smith has to be careful. One more foul and he's done. So Daniel Jansen, who spent much of the night at the free throw line. He's going to have to start paying rent there. Going back for a few more. And again, another ugly free throw.
That one didn't even touch the rim. It's close.
Got too much arc on his shot. Needs to line drive it just a little more. That second one is good, though.
You know, it seems like those long arcs can either hurt you or give you that perfect shot. It's a 50-50.
Augustana back up to a 4-point lead. Nice move by Bernard Birch. And a nice pass. Lavion West with the basket and the foul. And that's big for the Mustangs. They really need this free throw here. Foul on Zach Huskin, and he has 4 fouls now. So each team with 1 player that has 4. Again, this is a big free throw. And again, another missed one for the Mustangs. 68-66, Augie keeps a 2-point lead. No, that's a big shot in the corner. That was Jamal Taylor. And again, the Mustangs just can't shut Augie down when they need to. And Zager had to put up a wild shot, but he's able to get the ball back. Mustangs need to take their time, make sure they're getting good quality shots. Zager with the ball, driving. Shot blocked, though. Big block. I believe that was Jansen who got a piece of the ball. The pass inside. Now it gets knocked back out. And an offensive foul. Zach Huskin kind of landed hardly. Now he's looked like he grabbed his stomach a little bit. Now Casey Schilling, who kind of took a shot to his stomach earlier, looks like he's going to come back in. So a few Augie players have kind of been nicked up a little bit. 71-66, Augustana with the lead. Claire, 6:19 left to go in this game. And SMSU would need to get a basket to kind of keep up with this Augustana offense. Nice pass to Zager. He was wide open. I don't know how these teams leave players so wide open when they have there's so many points. Just both teams have kind of just fallen asleep at the wheel at times tonight. And another offensive rebound and putback. Casey Schilling now with 12 points. And again, SMSU they just need to box out. And another bad angle with that shot.
I was hoping that SMSU would have an answer for that last shot by Augustana. Hopefully they can get the ball back.
Schilling with the ball, now passes it off to Jansen. And another basket and a foul. Well, now SMSU really just kind of losing it. That's I believe that was Nick Smith who just fouled out. So as if trying to stop this Augustana offense wasn't hard enough. They're going to be without Nick Smith for the rest of this game.
It's really too bad because he was a big key player in getting points for SMSU.
So Daniel Jansen once again going to the line. We've been saying that a lot tonight. Free throw is good. Now Augustana with an 8-point lead. Jordan Miller trying to make something happen. Again, going up with a wild shot, but got bailed out. Foul by Alex Richter. And again, Jordan Miller probably lucky he got fouled because that shot was just way off balance. And
now he has a chance to get 2 points.
Well, he gets the first one, 76-69. 5 minutes, 13 seconds left to go here in this game. And gets the second one as well, back down to a 6-point deficit. But the Mustangs, now they need to get busy on defense. Somehow they need to shut down Cameron McCaffrey, who has 24 points. The Vikings moving the ball around quickly. Less than 5 minutes to go in the game now. A nice pass to Richter, goes up for it, no good. Another offensive board and another putback. 78-70, Augustana with the lead. Zager with the ball, goes up, partially blocked, and a foul. Foul called on Richter. And I gotta be honest, I have no idea where what the referee saw when he called that, because that looked like a clean block to me.
Yeah, who knows?
Zager, first free throw goes in.
Nice 2-point gain.
78-72, Augustana's lead being cut back down to 6. But again, SMSU again needs to get a defensive stop. McCaffrey with the ball. Jansen getting the pass. It gets knocked away and stolen by Matt Zager. Zager to Lavion West, goes up with it, no good. West with the putback.
Man.
And now the Mustangs, if they can get another stop and really grab back some momentum, a deep three being taken. And again, another offensive board and another foul. Foul on Matt Zager.
His third personal foul, 10th team foul of the half. Daniel Jansen at the line.
And again, you know, as a basketball fan, there's no reason for a team to be getting this many offensive boards. Augustana has just been working harder than the Mustangs have so far in this game. First free throw goes in for Jansen. Second free throw in as well. Back up to a 6-point game and a timeout called. 3:45 left. We're going to take a quick break, a 30-second break. Stay tuned. You're watching Mustang basketball here on KSSU TV.
There are moments when you think about what defines you. Mine was the moment when the doctor said autism.
As a parent, you're expected to have all the answers. But when your child has autism, there are very few answers to be had.
Can you tell me what I'm doing is what I'm supposed to be doing? Because I don't know.
That's why thousands across the country have come together online to give researchers the insight that only families can provide. Join the Ian Project. We all have questions. Together, we'll find the answers.
Welcome back to the RA facility here in Marshall, Minnesota. Michael Sterling and Claire Schweer here. And Claire, SMSU has just been kind of falling asleep on defense and when it comes to rebounding.
Yeah, and this is the wrong time to be doing that as it's getting close to the end of the game, and Augustana now has a 6-point lead on them.
3 minutes, 45 seconds left, still some time, but SMSU, they need to make their shots and get the stops. Zager with the ball. Now over to Miller. Jordan Miller taking it up. Nice layup. Deficit cut back down to 4. Schilling over to Taylor. Taylor wide open. And again, another. That's just been kind of the story for Augustana tonight. They've been getting all the lucky bounces.
Yeah.
And Bernard Birch loses the ball, and again, that's just a mistake that cannot happen. And each time the Mustangs, either they don't score or they allow Augustana to score, it keeps reducing the chances that SMSU can make a comeback. Jamal Taylor putting it up, no good. They need to get the ball though, and Tramel Barnes showing some hustle. Now Jordan Miller with the ball. Over to Lavion West. He's gonna drive now, puts up a wild shot though, nothing but air. And again, you gotta take better shots than that.
Yeah, a little too short.
Cameron McCaffrey with the ball. Again, he has 24 points in this game already. The Vikings moving the ball around very, very well as Schilling gets another basket. Now an 8-point game. And another turnover on the Mustangs. So SMSU's kind of just been falling apart here. And Coach Bigler walks out onto the court wanting to take a timeout. I've got a feeling his players aren't going to like what he has to say. We're going to take a quick 30-second break as well. 84-76, a minute 52 left. Stay tuned. You're watching Mustang basketball here on KSSU TV.
80.
30.
50.
Every mile brings us closer.
64.
Every mile in a city near you.
75.
Help us find a cure for diabetes.
100.
Join the Tour de Cure.
60.
Register to ride.
36.
Or sponsor a rider.
50.
Call 1-888-DIABETES or visit us online at diabetes.org/tour. How many miles will you ride?
25.
Welcome back to the RA facility here in Marshall, Minnesota. We got something on the video board trying to get the fans going. They haven't had a whole lot to cheer about the last few minutes as the Mustangs kind of, it's been kind of a tough, let's just say it's been a tough few minutes here, Claire.
And you know, throughout the whole game, it's been really close and intense, and now it just seems like the Mustangs are dying off a bit, and this is the wrong part of the game to be doing that. And you only have about less than 2 minutes left.
Well, it seems like the Mustangs are fatigued, which is, again, something that shouldn't be happening because you've been working, you practice all the time, so you should be pretty well conditioned. And seeing that this is the end of the season, near the end of the season, you should be well conditioned as well.
Exactly.
It's just a factor of Augustana's executing and SMSU isn't. But still a minute, 52 seconds left, so a lot can still happen here if SMSU can get some stops. But not going to happen there, and that won't help SMSU's cause. Again, falling asleep on defense.
Now Augustana has the biggest lead so far in the game with 10 points on SMSU.
Well, Albion West going up with the shot, it's good, and he gets fouled. So again, Albion West going to the line for a crucial free throw.
Viking foul number 32, Casey Schilling, his fourth personal foul. West at the line, shooting one.
That free throw is good. A lot of contact between players there as Jordan Miller fell to the ground. Seven-point game, and not sure if it was quite early enough to foul intentionally, but I guess Coach Bigler thought it is. So the Mustangs are going to try to extend this game.
Casey Schilling at the line, shooting two.
Casey Schilling at the line, and the Vikings, one thing they haven't done well tonight is free throws. They're shooting only 61%. First one goes in, though. The second free throw is up and good. 9-point lead for the Vikings. Bernard Birch over to Jordan Miller. Miller going up for the shot, no good, and again, poor shot selection. And another foul. And you know what? If you're going to initiate contact like that and throw up a crappy shot, you better make sure you're fouled. Otherwise, that's just a wasted possession. Another missed free throw by Jansen, who, like we said tonight, Claire, has been making a living at the free throw line there.
Yep. Where quite a few of the points have been coming from in the second half.
That free throw is good. Back up to a 10-point lead for Augustana. Bernard Birch going for the, actually kicks it out to Lavion West. West to Barnes. Now goes for the shot. And a jump ball called, but it's going to stick. It's going to stay with the Mustangs. Tight defense being shown by Daniel Jansen, and again another turnover by the Mustangs. Again, I mean, to be blunt, the Vikings just want this game more than the Mustangs do.
That's the way it's looking, yes.
And another timeout, and Coach Bigler, once again, is not looking very happy right now. Just trying anything to get his team going. As you see, some of the people, some students, and some adults already kind of filtering out of the stands, kind of disappointed.
Which that's not what you want to see at the game.
This was definitely a big game for SMSU. Again, they were still trying to battle for to host a first-round conference tournament playoff game, and who knows, they still might be able to. Not sure exactly what the scenarios are with that situation, but this won't help their chances, that's for sure.
No, they're really going to have to step it up with, you know, a minute 2 left. It's not looking good.
Lavion West having a heck of a game so far tonight, 23 points. Also Jordan Miller with 17. Matt Zager continuing his hot streak from last night, adding 19 more points tonight. But for Augustana, Alex Richter with 14 points, Casey Schilling with 16, Daniel Jansen with 12 points, a lot of those coming from the free throw line, and Cameron McCaffrey just going off for 26 points tonight. Both teams have had quite a few players that have had good offensive games here tonight, but I guess the tagline should be defense optional, because it's definitely been all offense, at least here in the second half.
It has, yes.
SMSU going with this full court press. They're trying for a steal, almost got one there, and now they go for the foul. Another foul on Bernard Birch. That'll be his fourth foul, personal foul. Nick Smith already fouled out. That was about 5 minutes ago.
Thank you.
Casey Schilling at the line. First free throw rolls out.
I will mess up for 52 seconds. You heard me. 34 seconds left.
The second free throw is good. So now 90-79. Augustana with the lead. SMSU's got to start thinking about putting up some threes.
That's the only way to really help them here.
An offensive rebound by Birch, kicks it back out to Miller, putting up a three, no good. Lavion West with another, well, he loses the ball. And now the Mustangs get the ball back.
They are fighting for that ball.
Well, it's about a few minutes too late.
Yeah, should have seen that about halfway through the game.
2 games in the books.
It's nice to still be hustling down by 11, but like you said, Claire, this is something we should have seen all second half, as Zager gets an easy layup, but it might not matter much anymore at this point. Another foul. That one on Tremel Barnes. 29.6 seconds left. And Cameron McCaffrey, as we mentioned already, with 26 points going to the line. First free throw is up and good. Back up to a 10-point lead for the Vikings. The second free throw good as well, so an 11-point lead. Bernard Birch over to Zager. Now Barnes putting it up, and he gets fouled. So Tremel Barnes is going to shoot some free throws. 18 seconds left. The Mustangs down 11. Need these free throws. They're very important. And the first one, no good. And David Condon going to be checking in. Also Will Giddings. Jordan Miller coming out. Lavion West coming out as well. Kind of getting a standing ovation, those two seniors, Miller and West. Now Sean Condon going to come in for his first action. As it looks like the Mustangs are just kind of conceding defeat, taking out some of their better players.
Yeah.
Jack Preston seeing his first action for the Vikings. Yuri Malashenko also back in there. Number 21, Michael Apple, hasn't seen a whole lot of action. One of the 6 seniors now being put in the game as well, so he'll be getting some action. At this point in the game, though, it doesn't really make a difference who's really in there. Barnes, his second free throw is good. So Tremel Barnes, another one of the SMSU seniors coming out. Sean Condon coming back in. And it looks like the Mustangs are just going to concede defeat here. This number 10, Darren Glover. He's just going to get to dribble out the game. And SMSU, their 4-game winning streak comes to an end. A tough 92-82 loss to the Augustana Vikings. It was a tough fought game, but at the end, SMSU just made too many mistakes. So we will take a 2-minute break, and then we will come back with a wrap-up and the final stats. So stay tuned. You're watching Mustang basketball here on KSSU TV.
Southwest Minnesota State will get you where you want to go. We're a university of 3,600 students with over 45 majors to choose from. Small student-to-faculty ratios let your professors get to know you. And with a grad placement rate over 95%, your degree will help you get a job in your chosen field. Becoming involved is easy. And with over $150 million in improvements the last 10 years, our facilities are state-of-the-art. Southwest Minnesota State University, where you belong.
AmeriCorps Hero.
I want to help people. I want to make a difference. I want to get things done. Could I be a hero?
She had to apply.
I should give this a try.
There she met people who shared her passion, people who wanted to make change, people who joined AmeriCorps. They cleaned beaches, they helped wildlife. Together they served, together they made a difference. Together they were heroes.
In AmeriCorps, you can be a hero too.
Join AmeriCorps.
Ladies, are you talking to your partners
about HIV?
2 out of every 3 new HIV/AIDS cases in women are among Black women.
Get informed, get tested. Early detection can save your life. If you test positive, seek treatment from a doctor.
Join the campaign to end Black AIDS, a partnership between Abbott and the Magic Johnson Foundation. Go to WeStandWithMagic.com, get resources, and become a member.
And join today, and thank you.
Like all new parents, my husband and I want what's best for our baby. When it came to immunizations, I wanted the facts. So I carefully researched vaccines, talking to pediatricians and other experts and asking tough questions. The answer was obvious. Vaccines like those against measles and influenza are not only a good idea, they could save our daughter's life. Take the time to get the facts. Vaccines save lives.
Welcome back to the RA facility here in Marshall, Minnesota, where the SMSU Mustangs lose a tough game to the Augustana Vikings, 92-82. Michael Sterling here with Claire Schweer. And Claire, it was a tough game, but like we said, at the end, it just seemed SMSU was too tired and Augustana wanted it more.
Yeah, I mean, I was excited for the thing in the beginning because it was very close, very competitive, but it seemed just at the end it kind of lost the momentum for SMSU. So, I mean, looking at our final stats here, you can see field goals. Southwest Minnesota State University had 29 out of 57, where Augustana had 31 out of 52. For the three-pointers, we made 7 out of 19, and Augustana made 10 out of 18. For the rebounds, SMSU had 27, and Augustana had 31. And we had 5 steals, they had 8. And also with the turnovers, SMSU had 12 and Augustana had 10. And with the points with those, SMSU gained 11 points off turnovers and Augustana gained 16.
So a disappointing ending for the Mustangs, to say the least. Like we said, it looked like the players were tired and frustrated.
Yes.
And obviously Coach Bigler was frustrated near the end. But SMSU, they will fall to 15-12 and 12-8 in conference play. Augustana moving up to 18-6 and 14-6 in conference play. Like we said, both teams still battling for a chance to host the first round of the conference playoffs. SMSU, like I said, not exactly sure what the scenario is, but SMSU really, their chances took a hit tonight.
Well, you know, they gave the other team a lot of fouls, and so they got those chances for those free throws, which really helped them out at the end.
So the season's not over yet, though. It's still got one more weekend to play. First for Augustana. Next weekend they will be hosting Upper Iowa next Friday at 8 p.m. and then next Saturday they'll be hosting Winona State at 6 p.m. For SMSU here, next weekend they will be on the road. February 22nd they'll be at Concordia St. Paul at 8 p.m. and then February 23rd at Minnesota State Mankato at 6 p.m. and then the first round of the NSIC tournament will be February 27th. So not sure if we will be hosting a game or not. If so, then we will probably see you there for our broadcast. But if this is our final broadcast indeed and we don't host a playoff game, thank you for everybody who tuned in this year. And Claire, it was fun broadcasting these games with you tonight. The first one wasn't so great.
No, that one was a little hard to watch, I'll admit. So
this one, even though it wasn't the ending we liked, it was still exciting and the crowd got into it as well.
It was nice to see the SMSU fans really get into it and help out. And even Augustana had a good crowd turnout too, which I think really helped the team.
Yeah. So for Claire Schweer and for everybody else, all our camera people, everybody in the production room, thank you for tuning in to this season of SMSU basketball. We will see you next fall for football. It seems like a long ways away, but it'll get here quick. So thank you for tuning in to SMSU basketball here on KSSU Sports.